Hello everyone! So, as the title suggests, I've read the first volume of Chain Soldier. So I would say, with reading volume 1, that this series is good, but I would definitely say it's when the end of chapter 5 it's got me interesting and wondering what else does the series has to offer. But I would definitely say from chapter 1 to 5 it focused more on introducing us to the world, the characters, and like pretty much how the power system works. But that age actually is quite interesting, because in Mato, the world that is connected to Earth in a way, pretty much produces these peaches, and if women eat the peaches they gain supernatural abilities, sort of like My Hero Academia quirks if you will, but men don't. And because of that, pretty much society on Earth pretty much drastically changes. There's definitely like in chapter 1 there's this scene with the manga on trains where there's one car for women and then one car for men, and men can't enter the women's cart unless they are identified as the girl's partner. So it is a little bit messed up when it comes to society of how men get treated in it. So I would definitely say it's not suited for everyone. So aside from like the society, the powers we haven't really learned much about. I've only been introduced to only a few members of the Demon Defense Force Squad 7, because I believe some members are away and we will probably get introduced to them as reading more volumes. But there hasn't been any like limitations, like for example how quirks in My Hero Academia have limitations. Like for example, Nea, I believe her name is, has clairvoyance, so I believe she can like detect when like a monster is close and all that. But it hasn't been speculated of like how far her clairvoyance covers and how far can she detect an enemy. And not only that, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but pretty much she can change her arms to like different types of weaponry, and I do believe is obsessed with the leader of the group. So I would definitely say like that raises questions like, is it just her arms that transform into weapons, or can she change her whole entire body, like how should we say Baby 5 from One Piece? So that's really interesting. So like I said, it is quite interesting. The only thing we know at the moment is that the smaller monsters, Shikui I believe the name is, if I've got that wrong, I apologize. But as I'm saying, they can morph into like more powerful versions of themselves and definitely grow a bit bigger. So that's something we've learned. But like I said, we haven't learned any more limitations, and I hope we actually do get some limitations on this. But it does raise the question of what would happen if a man, male, boy, whatever, actually eats a peach. What actually happens to them? Is it nothing happens, or it hasn't been explained what actually happens? So maybe that will happen in future volumes. Now in terms of characters, I would definitely say there's none that I've disliked, because I've just only read the first volume, so my opinions are still like really out of them. But I would definitely say my favourite character so far is Kyoka, because she seems to have like a purpose. She wants to, unite the entire defense forces squads all together and defeat the Saku and Mato and protect the world basically. And not only that, she has a very like sad background, because she was the sole survivor of a village that was attacked by the Sakui. So she's a really interesting like character with a sad backstory. And not only that, her power is quite strange. I'm not going to go into too details of that power, because that's where, let's just say, the ecchi parts of Chain Soldier lies, and I think whoever does like Chain Soldier watching this video would definitely agree with me. But aside from that, like how her power works, she seems like a nice person, and I can't wait to find out what happens with her in future volumes. But like I said, all the other characters are fine, they're interesting. We just don't know that much about them. At least with Kyoka, we've gotten a backstory, and we got shown what her true goal is. So where I stand right now is that Chain Soldier is a very interesting series. I would definitely say it's not for everybody. I will fully admit that right here, right now. But yeah, I'm really interested. Like, I'll be honest, it literally arrived yesterday. I bought volume 2 of the series, so I don't know. I think I might make another video on volume 2, maybe do like me covering a video with every volume. So I don't know if I will go along with that. So, but if you want to, just leave a comment below and then we'll see. But that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll watch the next one, okay? See ya!